Hello everybody and welcome to another OJWonderbread Snack Review. Today on the OJWonderbread Snack Review, I'm going to be trying another bag of imported from China Lay's potato chips. These are going to be the Big Wave craft beer flavored chips, and I'm really curious of what these are supposed to taste like. Are these supposed to be a chip that you are supposed to eat with the Helen's beer? And if it is, Helen's is a restaurant, and I can't imagine they're letting you bring potato chips into it to eat with their beer. Or if this is supposed to be, beer flavored chips to remind you of Helen's. I'm thinking it's more in lines of those Japanese Mountain Dew Karage flavored ones that you're supposed to drink with eating the fried chicken. But as you saw with that accidental blooper in my video, I am actually going to be trying this with beer, and I thought, what would be the most American beer to review this chip with than Steel Reserve 211. I tried finding malt liquor, and this was cheaper, as you can see. It's 99 cents. So let's see what's in these potato chips. Is there actually going to be alcohol in this? Will the fancy sipper / OJWonderbread snack reviewer be getting drunk in this video? Well, depends on what the Steel Reserve does, possibly. But let's see the ingredients in these chips. So there is 2 serving sizes in this. 162 calories, 10.1 grams of fat, 5.1 grams of saturated fat, 164 milligrams of sodium. There is 3 grams of sugar and 1.6 grams of protein. So eat these after going to the gym and you will get jacked. These chips are called the Lay's Big Wave Chips Craft Beer Flavor. The ingredients are potatoes, vegetable oils, craft beer flavoring seasoning, which contains sodium bicarbonate, citric acid, food flavor. There's food flavor. The sodium 5 flavoring nucleotide, aspartame, and that is it. If you are allergic to soy or cereal products, please avoid this. And the shelf life of this is 9 months. So these are going to be heavily expired. Let's show off the bag of these chips. Right there, you have the Lay's logo partnering with the beer company / restaurant chain Helen's, which reminds me, I can't imagine an American company would be doing something like this. You have companies like Lego who don't want to partner with military stuff, and I just can't see an American snack company partnering with a beer company. Here's the back. It's all written in Chinese. By looking at these ridges, they're looking pretty impressive. This looks like an era of chip that would have came out in the 90s when companies were trying new cool things and not boring stuff like today. So I got that all out of the way. I'm wearing my nice Chinese communist color plaid flannel, and time to open up these chips. Whew. So I opened up the bag of chips, and these do really smell like beer. So first, when I review these, I'm going to try these just regularly as chips alone, see how they taste. First thing I want to show you is the chip itself. Those are very ridged ridges. Look at that. I feel like Ridge Racer with how quick I'm going to be eating these ridged chips. Ridge Racer. All right, so let's try one of these chips, and I'll tell you if it's good or not. It does smell a lot like beer, and I'm hoping that's because, it's supposed to be a beer smelling chip, or if these are just expired and now that's what these taste like or smell like. These are really good. These might be the most unique flavored potato chip I've ever had before I even review it. Before I give a number score, this kind of has a very unique sweet mustardy taste that does taste a lot like a beer. Like drinking or eating these legitimately makes me feel like I am drinking a beer, like a very sweet, low alcohol percentage, like Blue Moon type beer. These are impressive chips. I mean, these would really go well with a beer. Like, I'm not lying. This is 100% the best Chinese chip I've had so far. So, I mean, I can't really say anything negative about these chips. These should be an American type of a chip. I mean, again, I understand that they don't want to be partnering with beer companies, but these are delicious. These might be the best chips I've ever had. So, after trying those chips, I would give them a 10 out of 10. Those are perfect chips. And it's a shame that most people won't be able to ever try them because a lot of these import stores lie about the markup and what they're valued at. I paid, I think, $5 for 3 bags of Chinese chips, and these are delicious, but I don't know. Hopefully they bring these to America one day. So let's try these compared to the 211, see if they blend in terms of taste and if these do go well with a beer. And I'll dunk one in the beer just to see, maybe dunking it adds to the flavor. So here's just this. I'm also curious about Steel Reserve 211. Didn't it used to be an 8% beer? Now it's 8.1%. Did they steal the 1% from Four Loko that dropped theirs to 13.9? Or has it always been 8.1? OJ Wonderbread would like to know. If you know, I mean, I could probably just Google it, but I do need engagement in these videos. So it is a pretty decent beer. Now let's try a chip, followed by the beer. Oh, that's a good chip. I don't know what it is about this chip. I don't know if it's the MSG that's in it. I don't know if it's the sweet aftertaste that I'm getting, or I don't know. These are delicious chips. I do think I'll say, though, that I think that the Steel Reserve is a bit strong to be pairing with this chip. Maybe if you were drinking a light beer, or if you were drinking, again, a Blue Moon type of a beer, that would go well with it, but not a Steel Reserve, which I think is malt liquor and not iced beer. So I wanted to try one more thing. I wanted to bring out my favorite thing in the world, the Beastie Boys, and I figured while I'm reviewing this with a Steel Reserve, so why not also make this into a review with a Brass Monkey? I'm sure the Funky Monkey will add a lot to the taste of the Steel Reserve mixed beer flavored chip. And it's going to be an experience to try. So again, one more chip. One chip, everybody knows the rules. And the Brass Monkey. probably need to pour more Steel Reserve into that because it just tastes like orange juice. This is a 10 out of 10. Drinking a brass monkey while eating Helen's Craft Beer Restaurant Chinese Lay's potato chips. It's not what I expected to be doing with my life at 34 years old, but I will say that this is not a bad chip to be reviewing on a YouTube channel for 5 viewers. So let's try this one more time. Take the beer chip, dunk it into the brass monkey. This is the best food item ever. There's nothing bad about this. I can't think of a single fault. I will say that it's interesting as a beer-flavored potato chip how sweet this is. Going back to this, it says that it is 3 grams of sugar. It's the sweetest thing I've ever tasted in my life. Again, I did pour half of a glass of orange juice into it, which will add to the sweetness. But the chip itself, it's just interesting to me, the taste of it being so reminiscent of a, just a light beer. If I were to have to explain the taste of it, it's like a sweet mustardy taste, but it has a sweetness that it's balancing that makes it taste identical to drinking a beer. If you're an Alcoholics Anonymous, I do not recommend eating these potato chips. But, I mean, it's the best potato chip I've ever had in my life. The Steel Reserve Brass Monkey is pretty good, too. If you are a fan of the Fancy Sipper, you can catch me at the Albee Square Mall. My home is the Albee Square Mall. And I'll be reviewing more potato chips like these Helen's Beer flavored ones. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you've learned a lot. If you are a fan of imported Asian chips, what is your favorite flavor? Mine is obviously the beer one. These are the greatest things that I've ever had. So that's it. I'm going to review more energy drinks and stuff like that in the future, but it is fun reviewing these tasty snack items. The Steel Reserve isn't that bad. I do think that it tastes a lot better than a Natty Daddy. Not that impressive to say, but if you are rushing a frat or something, or if you want to forever be a college-age person, these are a lot better than the Natty Daddy. If you can get them for $1, it's a better deal. Usually the Natty Daddy is about $1. So that's everything for this review. Cheers and goodbye.